What's up, PSGINT family? It's your boy PSGINT here, and today we're going to discuss the improvements made from last season's campaign under Mauricio Pochettino compared to this season under Christophe Galtier. So as we all know, Paris Saint-Germain have improved immensely under Christophe Galtier, but I wanted to take a look at the numbers, the underneath numbers and the lookable numbers for this season compared to last season under Mauricio Pochettino. As we know, Pochettino really didn't get the best out of anything at Paris Saint-Germain apart from Kylian Mbappe. The attack, the defense, everything, it wasn't good under Mauricio Pochettino. First player to look at is Gianluigi Donnarumma. I think that Pochettino handled the goalkeeper situation between Donnarumma and Keylor Navas last season extremely disgusting, extremely bad, because first of all, you don't play players like that. You don't wait for one small mistake and then play the other player. And the other thing is, these are goalkeepers. The goalkeeper is a position where he needs to play the entire season there. You have to have one first goalkeeper. You can't have two first goalkeepers. It doesn't work like that. So Gianluigi Donnarumma goals against per 90 has dropped from 0.95 to 0.56. This is also because of our defense becoming better, but his save percentage is higher, his clean sheets percentage is higher, and STP stands for shot crosses, I think, that he has prevented, and he has prevented a bigger percentage, meaning that Donnarumma overall has played better so far this season than last season. His save percentage is higher, and he's blocking and removing those crosses into the box better. Of course, we need more improvement from Gianluigi Donnarumma this season, but for me, this is a good start for him. Next up, we have HAKIMI. Both him and Nuno Mendes were misused under Pochettino as right back and left back instead of being wing backs, but this season they have flourished. Looking at HAKIMI's numbers, his goals per 90 have upped, his assists per 90 have gone up, his XG has gone up, his XA has gone up, and his shot creating actions per 90 has gone up. So we can see a clear improvement in every possible stats, and he will get more in goals and assists this season than next season. That's the course he's on to. But as we can see, improvements across all the areas. The defensive stats, of course, will be a bit better from last season because he was a defender last season. This season he's more of an attacker, he's more of a right winger. We go with 5 attackers so far this season. Next up, similarly, Nuno Mendes. He actually has more goals and assists this season than last season. He didn't even score a single goal last season. But look at these stats. Improvement in every possible area. He already has surpassed his goals and assists from last season, which shows that this is what he should have been doing last season. This is the position and the role. And as I said, these two players, it will take them time to get to the level where we expect them at offensively, but as soon as they start improving, as soon as they reach that level, it will be extremely dangerous for any opposition that we come up against, because Nuno Mendes is an exceptional wingback, one of the best in the world, I would say. Next up, Neymar Jr. As I said, I will not look at the center backs and the center midfielders because most of their defensive work has become less, with us being more threatening, with us having more possession and so on. So of course, Ramos was going to have more tackles and interception and clearances last season. So I'm moving straight to the attackers. Neymar Jr. has had a redemption season so far. This is the best start he has had to any campaign in his career, entire career. Goals per 90 going up, assists per 90. Look at those stats. What player has those stats? That's prime Messi level. His XG, his XA, shot creating actions per 90, goal creating actions per 90, and his key passes per 90. So an overall growth in every stat. He's not becoming more of a goal scorer. He's not becoming more of an assist maker. He's just becoming a much better player. A lot, because these growth are immense. Like, look at that goals per 90. Look at that assist per 90. This is dangerous. Neymar is a danger to the entire footballing world this season. Next up, Lionel Andreas Messi. People are still slandering him on Twitter, sadly, and so on. But his stats have upped in every possible way. His goal per 90, his assists per 90, his XJ, his XEA, his shot creating actions per 90, goal creating actions per 90, and key passes per 90 have all upped from last season. But as I said, most of these players will even improve even more when it comes to the middle and the end of the season. But seeing these kinds of improvement this early on in the season, it's such a good thing to see. And the last player is Kylian Mbappe, and I really want to look at his stats because, as I said, he was the only player that was good under Galtier, under Pochettino, and we will see what he can do now. Looking at Kylian Mbappe's numbers, goals per 90 have upped, assists per 90 have, it's 0. He has no assists so far this season, but that doesn't mean he's not creating chances because his XA is still 0.29, a bit lower than last season, but that's mostly because Neymar and Messi are fit every game this season, can play every game, and they do the creation. But as I said, his numbers, some of them have lowered a bit, but that's mostly because we aren't as in need of him as we were last season. Last season, Mbappe was only Mbappe. That was it, Mbappe and inshallah. But this season, we have Messi and Neymar at their best form, and we'll get even better. And Mbappe just has to understand his role a bit better. But when I look at that goals per 90, when I look at that XG, this means that Mbappe last season scored tons of goals for Paris Saint-Germain, but this season he will even score even more goals if he just keeps it clinical as he was in that first half against Juventus. But as I said, these numbers a bit have lowered. His creation numbers have lowered because Messi and Neymar are doing more of that, and the wing backs as well. Plus, he's just scoring as last season. But I did not look at the defenders. As I said, it was very hard to take anything positive away from those statistics because, as I said, they have worked less this season. But Ramos, the most positive thing about him is his fitness. He has played nearly more games this season so far than last season. He has one less start than last season. Whilst Marquinhos and Kimpembe both have resurgence seasons, especially after Marquinhos howler against Real Madrid, and Kimpembe as well. Both are coming back to their best this season. And I wanted to look at the team stats. So goals per 90 last season, 2.37. This season, goals per 90, 3.57, and a huge upgrade. Goals against per 90, 0.95. So we were conceding almost a goal every game, whilst now it's as 0.57. But our defense, as I said, it will take the longest time to improve and adapt, but it's already a much and big improvement from last season. Even if you look at the underlying numbers like XG 0.1 per 90 last season and 2.94 this season. Goals against per 90 last season 1.01 and this season 0.8. So everything I can take away from this stats is that Paris Saint-Germain as a team, as a unit, has improved immense. The personnel's individual stats, team stats, everything has improved and will only improve with time. So that was it for the Galtier Pochettino comparison from last season to this season. As I said this earlier on, we have only played 10 games so far this season. Not even 10 games, 9 games if you include the Trophée des Champions Champions League game alongside the Ligue 1 games. But as I said, it's very positive. PSG fans should be positive right now. Don't look at the results. Look at the performance improvements game by game. Because as I said, even if we reach a Champions League final, it's not going to be played tomorrow. It's going to be played in May. So long way there. We just have to get time and look at the positive stuff. But that was it from the comparison. Make sure to like this video if you thought this video was enjoyable. Make sure to subscribe to the PSGINT YouTube channel. And as always, allez, 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 Paris!